Hello, Nick from Organized Remains reviewing the game N++, available on PS4 and Steam on Windows, Mac, and Linux for $14.99. For this review, I played N++ on Steam. N++ is platforming at its simplest. Not easy, but simple. With not many buttons to worry about besides moving and jumping, your main focus is pulled to the level design. As momentum is a big part of this game, you'll want to make sure that you land where it counts. Be it a downward slope to keep your momentum going, to landing on a wall to slow your momentum, to stop yourself from slamming into the ground in a violent death. The movements took me a little bit to get used to, as it does feel like you have a weightlessness to yourself. Once you get used to your capabilities, from the long jumps to controlling your speed, you'll be an A++ ninja. N++ is filled with levels that were made by the developers to user-created levels. The levels the developers made are fun, but get tough. With so many enemies and mines at a time, some levels can prove to be quite difficult. Luckily, you don't have to worry about slowing down, as there's no loading between you dying and you restarting. Each level can be beaten in a short amount of time, so it never feels like there's a requirement to do too much redoing. As I mentioned, there's also user-created levels. These can be organized by newest to best rated. With a lot of user-created level type games, there can be a lot of not so hot levels to weed through. I can't blame the user creators, however, because I felt terrible at making levels. It does take patience to create a level, and I'm glad there's some dedicated level creators out there to make some pretty awesome levels. There's also co-op in N++, but it should be known there's no online multiplayer. This is the biggest complaint, since the game before N+, did have online multiplayer back in 2008. At least there's an inclusion of local multiplayer, and many are hopeful for an update for online multiplayer, but as of this review, there's no online. Final say. Besides the online multiplayer complaint, N++ is a solid game. It's a game where you can tell by seeing gameplay video of it if you'll like it or not. N++ is for the platformer fans out there, and especially the players that enjoy momentum platformers, where the main goal is to contain your speed. It can be a challenge, but there's plenty of levels that you can go to for when you need a break from a certain tougher level. So if you're looking for some ninja platforming, then N++ is a solid game for you.